Guess who's back?
Back again.
Back again.
That's all. I mean, I don't know the rest of the
Big
words,
C's back. Guess he's back. Guess he's
but
back.
yeah.
Right, right.
All right.
Oh, anyway, I don't
So,
know.
for those of you that don't know, I'm not Bart Reed. I'm the Big C of what used to be known as the Big C Bigger T podcast, and I'm back again, reunited, and it feels,
Reunited and it feels so good.
yeah. Who wants the Big C Bigger T album?
Yeah.
Who
Well, yeah, we
wants-
no sales on that. Yeah, that's right. Well, Clint, man, it's good to be back and man, we get to talk about a win.
Get to talk about a win. Just a dominant win. It was one of the things I get. I'm going to talk about what's grinding my gears. About everybody's like, well, it's just Mississippi State. It's
Yeah.
just Mississippi State.
Yeah.
They're like
Hey, and then you know what? We get to talk about some good basketball
basketball.
and just lots of good to talk about. So you know what? Right now, folks, like, share, subscribe. I think we need some more subscribers on YouTube, on the YouTubes.
I haven't checked. Have we made it to 100 yet? Are we
I
still
don't,
sitting at
I
99?
think it was at 99 last week. So
Oh,
still,
come on. Y'all are
come
letting me
on,
down.
folks. Anyway, like, share, subscribe, and listen to Sean Michelle right now, folks.
Booga booga.
Booyah.
1, 2, 3, 4. You ever seen a lame man walk? Ever heard a dumb man talk? Never seen a blind man see? I promise you a change is here. You ever seen a cancer dead? Ever seen all the poor get fed? Ever seen a prisoner set free? I promise you a change is here. My Lord changes things. My Lord changes things. Can you hear me now? Church, can you hear me now? Ever seen a broken heart man?
What's up, everybody? It's time once again for the Big C, Big T Hog Slop podcast. Are you ready to slop those hogs with us? You're in the slop house, baby. What's going on, Clint? How you doing, man?
Did you break that out last week while I was gone?
No,
The Are you ready to slop the hogs with us?
no, this is the
That
first time.
that's a new one.
That's a new
And I'm
one.
gonna be honest with you, I dig it. Dig
Thanks.
it.
Thanks for
Dig it.
digging.
I'm putting that over big time.
All
Putting
right, good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just kind of came out. It was free flowing.
Oh yeah, no, it was very, very, very witty.
I'm like
So
Eminem in a battle rap, man. Sometimes just gold comes out. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
I mean, how do you think you would do against Eminem in a battle rap?
I would well, let's see. I'd lose, yeah. Mhm.
Okay, how far? I mean, the problem is with me and you, if we get up there and rap, and we win a battle rap against somebody good, and let's just say we were talented at battle rap, which I know I'm not. I'm assuming you're not. I've known you
Probably not.
for
Yeah.
36 years, and I've never known you to battle rap anybody. Um,
No.
but we give them too much material just walking up
I
there.
know, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
like I'm like, yeah, that's all true.
Yeah.
Sit
Well, we
down.
could do that whole Eminem thing from 8 Mile and just do a bunch of fat jokes about
Yeah.
ourselves.
I've
And
worked on my self-deprecating humor. I'm not going to go
that's right.
backward for
Already
sake of
done
a
that.
rap
Yeah.
battle, or will I?
Yeah. That's right. But
Look,
yeah.
I'm overweight.
Yeah. Now, and here's the thing, Clint. Why does it always have to be battle rap? Why can't we do battle country?
I've heard.
Because I think I could do some pretty good battle country.
Has anybody ever made a country diss album?
Sweet
Is there? I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Home Alabama.
Oh, is that
Neil
what?
Young, we don't need you around anyhow.
That's no, but that's not. I mean, that wasn't country
That's
back in
Leonard
the day.
Skinner.
I mean, that's southern rock.
Yeah, but hey, with the way
I mean,
country's gone nowadays, that's kind of country.
I mean, Blake and Miranda took some shots at each other in
That's
in
right.
the album, but that's
Yeah.
it. That's ex-husband, ex-wife.
That's right.
That's almost required.
That's right.
So
Yeah.
it would be weird if they didn't. So I had
That's
no.
right. Yeah.
But I'm talking about is like Rascal Flatts ever got into like a blood feud with Kenny Chesney, and we're like
That
Kenny
would be
Chesney's like,
awesome.
I'm gonna put this in a song. I've got to go lay this track down.
That's right.
And then Kenny's like, put it out on the iTunes, kids.
Yeah.
Put it on, pay your $1.29 and own this
Yeah.
song. And listen to it while you're on the stair stepper, like, ooh, Kenny's
See,
mad.
that one wouldn't be a scary one. Now if you had like Neil McCoy versus Aaron Tippin,
Oh,
that would be a bloodbath.
listen.
That would be a
I know. I
bloodbath.
mean, you could see. I mean, I'm saying you could see some livestock being damaged.
That's right. Yeah.
You know,
That's
like
right.
wake up with a Jersey cow sitting in your den.
That's right. In the bed with you, like
Yeah, like it's like
Godfather.
be crazy. Like like Aaron Tipp pulls back the sheets and there's a fruit goat's head down there.
That's right.
This is what happens when I miss a
Oh,
week. This is the kind of nonsense we come up with.
that's right. This is just normal
This is
conversations
the
for us.
dumbest 8 minutes ever
That's
of a
right.
podcast.
So
But
now, since we're into
it may
dumb,
be the best.
first of all, let's do. We got a couple of holy shnikes. One of them we talked about. One of them I'm gonna surprise you with. It's not a real big surprise, though, so don't get too excited. It's not like Christmas morning here on the Hog Slop podcast. But Big C, Washington was playing Chicago in the
Dude.
NFL, and the battle of the rookie quarterbacks, two first rounders. Chicago's up. Washington's down to their last play with Daniels at quarterback, the rookie phenom, who's having an excellent season, by the way,
Oh, he really is.
who almost didn't play the game because he had bad ribs. Chicago's thinking, all right, we just got to knock down this Hail Mary. That's all they got to do, Clint. They just got to knock the ball down.
And it wasn't a short Hail Mary. It wasn't like he was at the
Yeah.
50. He was like, they were like on their 35, something like that.
So all you do is you want to put a little pressure on the quarterback, right? You send three or so people, put a little pressure on him, put all your D backs back in the end zone, knock the ball down. Okay. While they're getting ready for it, one of the D backs is over there in the side of the end zone, looking up in the stands, waving bye to the fans,
Like, hey, see you later. Have a good
talking some
time.
smack. Why not, dude? All you got to do, Clint, all they got to do is knock the ball down.
He still got to throw it 65 yards.
Talk smack. He's got bad ribs.
And
He's a rookie.
hey,
He don't know what he's doing.
don't let him just keep him in the pocket.
His offensive coordinator is a pretty boy named Cliff Kingsbury.
He's a gorgeous man.
What does he know?
Let's just not, hey, like, can we just stop for a second and just talk about how gorgeous Cliff is? I'm just saying,
he's a good looking
I'm not saying I mean, look, if I was into men, Cliff Kingsbury's my top.
Hey, okay, there you go.
There you go.
So,
Not, but if I was, Cliff Kingsbury.
so anyway, that's all they got to do is knock it down. D-backs talking a little smack, baby. Hey, look at him in the stands. Hey. And what happens? They get him on the run. The defensive line's doing their job. They got him on the run. He's moving around, Clint. This is going to be great for Chicago. They're going to win this game. Caleb Williams is the best rookie quarterback right here. He's going to beat his adversary.
Right, yeah, this is like, hey, this is it.
And then he throws it up, Clint. And all they got to do, they just got to knock it down. Just knock it down. And what happens? What happens, Clint?
They tip it, and they tip it.
And they tip it. But they need to knock it down.
Nobody knocked it down. Everybody knocked it up.
They knocked it up.
Literally fell in a man's hands.
But the guy was talking smack to the fans.
Here, and Travis, can I ask you a question?
What's that?
I mean, obviously, bad things happen, and it's for if you're a Bears fan. But he ran 40 yards.
Yeah.
He ran around for 40 yards, 40.6 yards. And he ran that 40.6 yards faster than I ever ran my 40 time.
Yes, yeah.
But that's neither here nor there. I don't know how long it took, but I'm assuming it was faster. It was, I never broke.
He ran it faster than half of what I ever ran my 40 time.
Yeah, like I'm like, dude, that's like Al Bundy on I don't know what his name was on Little Giants. He's Al Bundy.
Yeah,
But he's like, what did it run? He's like, I don't know, son. I don't have a sundial.
that's right. Yeah,
And that's us. But I mean, he ran 40 freaking yards where he just heaved it.
yeah,
I mean, my goodness, it was just a beautiful, beautiful play. And I'm being honest with you, I remember our boy Ufree said something stupid, so that's why I'm sitting there distracted trying to look it up because
yeah.
that stupidity reminded me. So anyway, neither here nor there. Sorry about that.
Okay, so anyway, that was holy shnikes. What were you thinking? Um, Washington, congratulations. Here's something else I want to tell you about. They did a study, Clint. They did a survey on what NFL players eat during halftime. Did you see this?
I did not.
The most popular item is Uncrustables. Do you know what Uncrustables are? You got kids.
Yeah,
You
no,
have
I
kids,
love.
yeah.
I mean, they're just yeah, I know. Yeah, I mean, they're delicious.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches without the crust, with just the bread squeezed together. Like we had to make our own Uncrustables when
Dude,
we were
what?
kids.
I mean, I don't mean to get off my lawn here. Kids, get a jar of freaking peanut butter, get a jar of jelly, and then get bread and just freaking make it yourself. It's not
That's right.
hard.
That's right. Yeah. No.
That is the epitome of the laziness of this society. Is that freaking Uncrustables exist?
And
It started. Travis, just let me go, buddy. It started with the freaking pre-mixed peanut butter and jelly.
yep.
Like you see it then. That's where that's. I mean, everybody's like, oh, this president's the downfall of the society.
Nope.
Nope, that
Peanut butter jelly, one jar. Yep.
one jar, one jar. It's
And
worse
then
than 3-in-1 soap.
and then we had to cry to get our parents because my mom never would do it. She wouldn't cut the crust off my sandwich for me.
So I like the
I had to
crust
do it
on
myself. And well, I just started eating the crust because I was too lazy to cut it off.
Yeah, I mean,
But anyway, so listen to
do
this.
we look like the guys that won't eat the crust?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
sorry.
Uncrustables are the favorite snack of halftime of most teams and post practice during the week. League wide, they eat at least 80,000 a year. Jaguars rank third with about 315 Uncrustables a week. Broncos are first at over 700 Uncrustables a week.
Okay, listen. I mean, I don't. Did you have any other stats you wanted to know? Or are we still talking?
Oh, that's it. That's
okay. I didn't know if you were like going to say, "Hey, there's a second snack." If you ever listen, I tell you right now, if I tried and I got a box of Uncrustables and I sit here, by the time this podcast over, I could have probably eaten 3 boxes.
yeah, yeah.
They're not much to Uncrustables.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like saying, like, look, I'm just telling you, freaking. Okay, sorry, I'm a little angry.
Yeah.
But no, they I mean, like it takes 3 Uncrustables to make one of my peanut butter and jellies. Let's just be
Yeah,
honest.
that's right. Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, first off, just get a jar of peanut butter, a loaf of bread, and a jar of jelly. Your favorite jam? Are you a jelly or a jam man?
More of a jelly, but I'm fine with either. Like if I go to a breakfast place and they say, "What kind of jelly you want?" I say dealer's choice. Just throw it at me, whatever, the little containers. Just give me whatever. But if I'm at home, I'm gonna buy Welch's grape or Welch's strawberry, either one.
See, and I don't like strawberries, but I like strawberry jelly and strawberry things. I think it's a texture thing.
Yeah, probably.
But I'm definitely I used to be a jelly man. My wife Anna, she got me on jam because it's easier to spread.
Yeah.
Because like in the past, I'd be like, "Oh, this is disgusting. Why are you doing this to me? What have I done to you?"
Yeah.
But now it's like, yeah, I can do the jam.
Yeah,
I can do it.
I'm fine with either. Yeah.
I'm good with it. Sorry, there you go. Sorry.
So our Hogs went down to Starkville, beautiful Starkville, Mississippi.
Beautiful Starkville. I was just watching a clip from the Pin and Pull podcast
I was watching it too. Yeah,
with was it George and Junior
yeah,
of
think so.
Carmona, and he was there talking about things to do at Starkville and just how awful it was.
Yeah,
The thing that I played it for my wife. The part that made us both laugh out loud was like specialty coffee shops, like they don't have those everywhere. We got like
yeah,
three of those in Greenbrier.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We got like 3 in Camden, and we don't have
Yeah,
anything in
yeah,
Camden.
go
So
get you your frou coffee.
that's right. But so anyway, and it was one of those games, Clint, that Mississippi State came in. Uh they were we were worried a little bit about their offense just because you know they've done decent, but we knew their
Yeah,
defense. They were 16th ranked against the run, 16th ranked against the pass. And look, that's what their defense looked like against the Hogs. They were bad. Okay. Um, the offense looked the Hog offense looked great. Now, if we could play against that defense all year, the rest of the year, we'd have a good chance of finishing out the year pretty good. Don't you
yeah.
think?
Oh yeah, no, yeah. It'd be nice. Not going to happen, but it'd be nice.
And
That
one of the
definitely
big studs of the game was, of course, Taylor Green. Um,
your co-SEC offensive player of the week. But he's also but nationally he's just your player of the week.
yeah,
That is like I was telling you before we came on the podcast. That is the most Arkansas thing ever,
that's right.
ever. Like
He got was it the Walter Camp? He said is the one he
yeah,
got.
the Walter Camp Award Player of the Week. So I'm like,
Yeah.
it's not surprising, but kudos to him, National Player of the Week and co-op Offensive Player of the Week, and Braylon Russell Freshman of the Week.
Mhm.
So,
And
but
and Clint, that run he made, I think it was the first touchdown where
oh, that
he left that guy's jock on about the 8-yard line or whatever it
yeah,
was. Holy cow.
that's close to holy shnikes.
That was nice, dude. That
I'm
was
really happy they didn't call Luke Haas's hold.
That's right. Yeah,
That's all
yeah.
I see every time I watch that play. I'm like, that one was blatant.
Yeah, yeah.
You gotta be like that. That was bad.
We ain't got to talk about that. But and
Hey,
hey, we saw the the I don't know if it's officially the Cowboy Go Get It play, but it's the hide the ball,
yeah.
the Lucas play, that was that's a Bobby Petrino special, man. And Talon didn't do it as good as Ryan Mallett did because Ryan Mallett, he did a really good job of faking that and hiding the ball because Mallett would get back there and he'd stick the ball behind him and he'd just stop for a second and just like he was watching a play happen,
Well, yeah.
and then he'd turn and throw it. That's why it worked so many times for him. But Talon did a good job on that, and of course he found. Of course, it may be Talon didn't pause like him because it was wide open right away. I mean, like
Oh yeah, no, it was. I could have thrown a touchdown on that one, and my
that's
right
right.
heart wouldn't even work. So
But yeah, Talon looked good, man. And I'll tell you, Clint, and I mentioned this to you on the phone the other day. We found out after this game in the press conference that they had told Talon against LSU not to run because of his injury. They didn't want him to get hit a lot. And so they told him to stay in the pocket. Now, of course, the LSU game didn't go so well. Okay.
right. And by the way, I've got to stop and correct both of us. It's Talon.
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 L-E. Yeah.
Lynn.
Talon.
Okay, well, I correct. Cut that out, Travis.
Yes.
Just cut it out. Just cut
Anyway,
that apart. Like
yeah.
this entire thing. Let's start the podcast over.
No. But I think everybody just kind of expects that, so that's part of it. Let's just go with it. So I think that LSU game, he had to stay in the pocket some. And I think we may look back and say that was the best thing for him at the end of the season. We may look back and say that helped him be more patient. It helped him Because look, in this game, what have we been complaining about all these other games with him? Is missing wide open receivers.
Yeah.
He's and especially guys like the routes that Luke Haws, that um what's his name, Tesla, that guys like that run, right? That kind of those seam routes, those slants over the middle. Those have been open and he's missed them a lot. He didn't miss them as much this game. Now, was that the bad defense we played against? I don't know. But maybe it
Well,
was.
no, I don't think so because I mean he did the same thing against LSU. He looked and he was pretty accurate against Tennessee too.
Mhm. That's true.
Um, I mean he's been accurate. I think what you're seeing is a team slowly building and coming together.
Yeah.
Bobby Trim said something to Sam Pittman after before the Oklahoma State game was they know what they got. It's time for us to figure out what we have.
Yeah.
And I think this team grows more comfortable every game. And Talon has got to feel more comfortable inside Bobby Petrino's offense.
Yeah.
That is why it still drives me crazy. Can we quit pretending like Sam Pittman's on the hot seat? Because I think you've got one sure game um, left. But I just want to talk about the future of Arkansas Razorback football. Let's go down the list, and this is predicated on the transfer portal error. So, but you've got some guys that if the transfer if these guys don't hit the portal, for Junior Carmona,
Mhm.
he is a junior. He will be back.
Yeah.
Patrick Kudus he is redshirting. He's basically gonna play. He's got 3 more games to play in the bowl game,
Yeah.
and so I don't know which one he's gonna sit out.
He'll sit out Louisiana Tech. Yeah.
I venture to say he's probably gonna be La Tech.
Now, and also Pittman did say at his press conference Monday, I believe, that he talked to Kudus and he said, "Now we're not going to redshirt you for another team." And so he told him, he said, pretty much asking him, "You're not planning on leaving us in the transfer portal, are you?" And
Kudus
Kudus said, "No, I'm a hog." So
no.
that's
Then
good.
Addison Nichols also a junior.
Mhm.
The one that would be questionable would be Braun.
Yeah.
Because he's a redshirt senior, so he could come back for his COVID year, which next year will be the last COVID year. So
Yeah.
um, so he's got that decision to make. Probably, I mean, with NIL the way it is now, at some point you can go like, back when well, I'm going to say, and this is how fast the game's changed. Back when you're talking about Felipe Franks, he had a chance to come back for another senior year. And he's like, no, it's time. At some point, you got to move on with life.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now, then you talk about like fast forward, and now it's almost like
The money wasn't the same then.
I
Yeah.
think I could come back and make a lot more money.
Yeah. And you got
But
guaranteed money there.
yeah,
But yeah,
guaranteed.
and then you got Harris, right? I mean,
Harris, he's a sophomore, so he's going to have
Yeah.
2 more years. Luke Haas, he'll be back. Luke Haas.
yeah, whatever.
Talon, Braylon Russell, the wide receiver. But I'm talking about, and then the defense it's a
Well,
lot of
the wide receiver core is where on offense is where we'll lose some people because you'll lose
we'll lose
Armstrong,
the
you'll lose
people.
Broden, you'll lose Tesla, but you still got some young guys. Anthony made a big catch. You got Satangas had a better year.
Yeah.
And you got the freshman, you got the kid coming from Warren who's 6'6", 225 that can run.
And you got Dozier on the bench too.
Yeah.
I mean, you got some guys, but you really feel that's going to be somewhere they'll be really aggressive in the portal, especially they get a lot of guys coming back. Defensively, you're going to lose Landon Jackson. We got lucky he came back this year.
Yeah.
We got what, 5 games left?
Yeah.
4 games? Is it 4 or 5?
It's 4.
4 games. We got 4 games left. So Landon Jackson's got 4 games left in his Razorback career because he ain't playing in the bowl game. I mean, let's just be realistic about it. So
Yeah,
So
we got 3 in the bowl game, I think.
then we got 4 because you got Ole Miss, Texas, Missouri, and La Tech.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're right. You're right.
And we're obviously assuming that we're at least going to beat La Tech, which would be shocking if we didn't.
Yeah.
But um, but I think as long as Sam Pittman doesn't get the brakes beat off of him in more than one of those games, I think he could lose one game by 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
But if he loses like 3 games by 3 touchdowns and loses to La Tech, that seat will. I mean, and beats La Tech. I still think it's pretty hot, but
Yeah.
I don't think this team seems to have too much pride for that.
Yeah.
But I think the future is very, very bright. Um, and if he keeps with coordinators, it depends on what he can keep together in the offseason.
Yeah.
I think that's where we're at with it. But anyway, so big team money. Who is your offensive player of the game?
Well, I'm gonna go with Russell.
That's
He
a good.
with Jackson out, he was told, Pittman pulled him in and said, we're gonna ride you, man. We're gonna ride you, put some pressure on him. I mean, and Pittman did it to encourage him. It wasn't, he wasn't trying to, he was trying to encourage him, let him know that he was behind him. And he responded, man, and he had a great game. Ran well. I mean, you hear the line talk about him, you hear everybody else talk about him. They were happy to block for him. So yeah, he's my 175 yards, even though
Yeah.
pulled up a little lame on that long one, but that's all right.
Yeah. Well, Jaquin Jackson did say because Brandon Russell's a future All American.
Yeah.
I mean that's and that guy's he's been around.
Yeah.
I mean, Utah wasn't his first stop. He was in another big school before that. Texas, yeah. So he's been in some programs, some big time programs, so he knows.
And he played big time Texas high school football.
Man, I'm going Patrick Kudus.
Good. Yeah.
I mean, I was just for his first in game action. First off, that big run that Braylon popped. I'm not saying me and you could have got 15, but we could have got. I mean, we could have got that far, but we could have got at least 4 yards.
That's right. Yeah.
Um,
That's got to be a big hole to do that.
That is a big. Patrick Kudus, Addison Nichols, Braun. I mean, and Carmona. That the hole was massive.
Yeah.
There was another play. I saw Arkansas give up a sack a couple weeks ago. Blackstock was playing left guard, and it is an easy mistake to make. Because trust me, I've made it. But you block down, you're double teaming, you got 4, you got your hand down in his eyes. If your eyes leave, but you also got to be like, okay, see if someone's coming, but also assist at the same time. And the focus got put on the double team.
Yeah.
And the linebacker just went pew.
Yeah.
Pew. Right, I mean, just right through there. And that was against LSU. This week when Kudus was doing it, you really saw him using them one hand, blocking down, but also ready to go.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, you saw that, and his run blocking is second to none. So yeah, Pat Kudus.
Yeah. Now, as far as negatives from this game, the biggest negative would be the defense, and that's what a lot of people are complaining about. But I want to stop everybody a little bit about complaining about the defense a little bit, because let's not forget, okay, that this Mississippi State offense has played and put up some points. That they've put up some points this year. Okay. Let me find this here. Okay. Mississippi State, they beat Eastern Kentucky 56-7. Lost to Arizona State 23-30. Beat Toledo. I'm sorry, Toledo beat them 41-17. Lost to Florida 45-28. Scored 13 on Texas, lost 35-13. But this is the big one. Scored 31 points on Georgia.
Yeah.
Lost by 10 to Georgia. And then scored 24 points on Texas A&M, and we know they got a pretty good defense.
Yeah. Now, but here's the thing: is the is let's tell of 2 weeks, right? Uh, against LSU, we didn't really score much on offense, but we also said, hey, we're going to play off you, Nussmeier. You can drive it down the field.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can drive it down the field, you can drive it down the field.
Yeah.
But we're going to bet you're going to make a mistake before then. And Nussmeier went bet
Yeah.
and picked us apart.
Yeah.
I've seen surgeons not that precise.
That's right.
Unfortunately, that guy did not make it to the Texas A&M game, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
Seems how that happens sometimes.
Yeah.
Van Buren's an outstanding quarterback. He's going to be very, very good. But we made him drive it down the field, and LSU and Mississippi State drive down the field, and said, "You're going to make a mistake before you get down there."
Mm-hmm.
And it happened.
Yeah.
Again and again and again. And that was listen, just because it ain't sexy, don't mean it ain't the game plan.
Yeah.
And I was watching Lane Kiffin's press conference earlier, and he goes, "We're trying to win football games, not cover the point spread."
Yeah.
You know, they don't really give it. They don't give a crap if it's pretty. It's a freaking win.
Yeah.
Everyone we'd like to beat everybody like we beat UAPB.
Yeah.
Ain't realistic. Mississippi State's still they're an SEC football team, SEC road win. Enjoy it, people.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
Yep. So let's start, I mean, look, there's some things that, we know there's some weaknesses on this defense, but also this defense has done good at hiding their weaknesses in some games. So, who's your defensive MVP?
Man, I was going to give it to the mythical man, Mr. Bendy.
Yeah.
Because they just bend and didn't break all day. But Hudson Clark played a well of a game, Travis.
He did.
He was all over the place, and everyone's hated on him all these years. He is you know what I was thinking? Is he the only one left from the Chad Morris regime?
I'm not sure if he's the only
mean,
one. He might be.
I mean,
Gregory.
Him and Gregory.
Yeah.
I mean, so let's give it to Aaron. I'm gonna give mine to Gregory and Hudson Clark. They lived it. They lived through so much crap that 1 year. Thankfully for both of them, they redshirted and didn't have to endure it on the field. But
yeah,
Hudson Clark, Eric Gregory. But thank you, because you were with us at the worst, and we're so much better now. And thanks for skipping.
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna kind of go with a favorite here as far as this goes. I'm gonna go with Brad Spence, mainly because he packed the stats. He had 11 total tackles, 4 solo, half a sack, 1.5 tackles for a loss. I think he's, Sorey had 11 tackles also.
I did watch. There was one play I watched. Sorry, where he timed a blitz. I think it was on that 4th and 3. Like if he hadn't snapped it right then, like a millisecond behind that, he would have been offsides.
Yeah.
I mean, like he could not have timed it better. The linebacker core is playing really, really well. And they're all young guys. That's one part of the reason I'm like, dude, in the secondary, you got Hudson, but most of them guys are coming back.
Yeah.
You could have Braxton back. You're going to lose Landon, man. And Eric Gregory, but man, the future's. You get your coordinators back, which I think Travis Williams is going to be hard to keep, and a lot of people are thinking Florida may just somebody's going to try to pull the trigger on Petrino. But who knows? We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Now we got Ole Miss coming in, and they've had a pretty good season. They haven't done as well as they hoped to do, though. They've messed up a couple times. They beat Furman 76-0 at the beginning of the season. Then they beat Middle Tennessee 52-3. Then Wake Forest 40-6. Then Georgia Southern 52-13. Then they lost to Kentucky, the first real test they had. Um,
And Kentucky has not looked great since then. Kentucky just lost at home to Auburn.
yeah. Then they beat South Carolina 27-3. Lost to LSU 29-26
That was a heck of a football game.
and beat Oklahoma 26-14.
Yeah. And by the way, do y'all remember how good Oklahoma's offense was last year?
Yeah.
I mean, like, seriously, it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
This Oklahoma offense is bad.
When you lose your top 5 wide receivers,
Well,
it
and
makes a
and
difference.
you can't tell me that Jeff Levy doesn't have something to do with that, and he doesn't know what
Yeah.
he's doing on offense.
Yeah, that's
That was
right.
the point. So anyway,
Well, and the thing with Ole Miss uh is of course Jackson Dart's going to be the one to watch.
Yeah.
I think Harris they're thinking is going to be back. Their stud wide receiver. He's leading the SEC and which Armstrong's second, I believe. This is going to be two really good offenses going against each other. They've they're susceptible against the run. Okay. Well, I say that. They've actually been pretty good against the run, but they've given up 200-yard running games. One of those was against South Carolina with our old friend Rocket Sanders. The other one was with Oklahoma the last game.
Yeah.
And which doesn't, so I really think they're susceptible against the run just because those are the only, they really haven't played anyone else that's that dominant on the running game. I think our running game will be able to do some things against them. But they're going to be a tough out. Their offense is going to be good. They're going to fake injuries. In fact, I may get a cramp here in just a minute. You never know.
I'm cramping right there.
Yeah, that's right. Don't do like Anthony Richardson, pull yourself out.
Yeah.
Anyway, we ain't got to talk about that. But anyway, so Clint, what are you thinking on this game? What do you think the Hogs' chances are? These games, what is it? The last few have been decided by 3 points. The line, I think, is 6 or 7.
It seems like there was they're always high scoring. I think they kind of beat us pretty sound last year.
I think it's 3 points.
Is it 3 points? But I know
the home team has won like the last 4.
I can't. It's going to come down to the turnover battle again. I really do believe that. Will Jackson Dart throw a couple up? They haven't. They haven't looked just fantastic in the last few weeks, and you got to wonder how beat up that team is from the grind. It's easy to have talent and be together. When you're playing nobodies and you can roll them.
Yeah.
But sometimes those egos from the portal and stuff, if they don't mesh, and I think that's what you're seeing a little bit at Ole Miss. I just think Arkansas pulls it off. They seem to be just more battle tested to me.
What's your score?
I say that they were in a war against LSU. They came up a little short, but Arkansas has been in wars against Oklahoma State. Auburn was a tough game.
A&M was a tough one.
A&M
was a tough one.
Yeah, but
LSU was tough until.
Yeah, Arkansas I think kind of is a little bit more equipped to hit adversity and overcome it than Ole Miss is.
Yeah,
that's just my opinion. I could be sitting here eating these words, but I'm predicting Arkansas in a close one. I think Pooh Paul's going to have a heck of a game. I just think he's going to be fired up to play Arkansas, and who can blame him?
Yeah.
But I'm also pretty happy with Sorey and Spence too.
Yeah.
So, Travis.
So what's your score?
Let's go with 38-35 Piggies.
Okay. I'm going with I think the Hogs win.
Okay.
I think it's high scoring also. I think we're able to move the ball on their defense. I think they're able to move it on ours. I think Taylor Green ends up having a good day running the ball. Um, I'm gonna say 42-38, Arkansas.
You know what I think's about to happen, Travis?
What's that?
I think me and you're about to both look like idiots.
More than likely.
But here's what I think is going to happen, and I think the defense is going to play different this week. I want you to think about it. The last 2 weeks,
Yeah.
they've set back, played a 3-man front, been like, just drive it down the field. That's all you got to do is drive it down the field. It's working once and not work. You know what we haven't done in a couple of weeks? Here
Zero
we come.
blitz. Yeah.
Here we come. Here we come. Here we come. Here we come. We're going to hit you. Keep cutting. I think we're going to see a lot of blitzing this week.
I hope so.
I really do.
I think we need to.
But Travis, I got a question for you.
What's that?
Not to change the subject here, but were you born to boogie?
Well, Clint, I got to ask you,
Yeah,
did we just find a new best friend?
we found a new best friend.
I think we did.
Yep, Mister. He's my favorite boogie woogie man since Jimmy
That's
Valiant.
right.
But none other than Mister Boogie Fland.
That's right. Boogie Flan. The Hogs played Friday night, and man, it was fun. It was fun to watch. Played against Kansas. Now Kansas had their three best players out. So and Arkansas had one of our big men out. Hopefully he's going to be back. Adu or whatever his name is.
Yeah, we definitely yeah, no. We were definitely played 7 men, seven gentlemen.
Yeah.
So we weren't full strength and Kansas wasn't full strength. But if you watch it, there's no way you can't be encouraged.
That's right.
Um,
Yeah, and the fans were awesome. They camped out. That was cool. That was a good welcome for those players because unless except for Brazil, none of those players were here last year. Okay, so for them to get to see the fans show out like that, I think was really cool. I think for Cal to see the fans show out, he kind of knew what the fans could do, but I think it was good for the new coach to see that. And it was fun to watch, man. I mean, I like what I saw. The offense looked good. You didn't have look, we liked Musselman. Both me and you like Musselman. Okay. Bart Reed last week, he liked Musselman. We all think he's a great coach. But one of the frustrating things we all had was players on offense would stand around a lot and watch one of them dribble. We didn't see that as much the other night against Kansas, did we?
no. No, and somebody brought up a point. They said, you remember when Rick Barnes left Texas and went to Tennessee and you got the best version of Rick Barnes?
Yeah.
They really think that's what you're going to see at Arkansas with Coach Cal. That we're about to see the best version of Coach Cal.
Yeah.
So
I hope so.
Dude, I am really, really, really encouraged. I mean, it's nice to have those 5 stars on your side.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to go ahead and say right now, national championship. I'm done.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, why
I'm
not,
done.
man?
Just go ahead. Cut down the net.
Out. That's right.
No even reason to fill out a bracket.
Yeah.
I can do the season.
That's right.
Boogie Flan for president.
That's right.
Listen, if you haven't cast your early vote yet, get out there and write in Boogie Flan for president right now.
Well, and here's the thing, Clint. Like I figured I would like Boogie, but I didn't know much about him. Knew he was a New York guard. I usually like New York guys, I kind of like that, the Kareem Reeds, those guys, usually pretty good. But I figured Wagner was going to be my guy on this team because he's supposed to be kind of the floor general, and he wasn't necessarily the stat guy, but he was, consistent. He was a guy that Cal trusted, all that kind of thing. And I liked him. I really did I like Wagner too, and he may end up being one of my favorites. But Boogie was so fun to watch, man. And as a freshman, for him to come out against Kansas And no, sure, he wasn't going against the normal starting
Right,
guy
yeah.
for Kansas, but I don't care, dude. Kansas still pays their players well. They got, their backups are as good as money can buy for backups. Okay. Dude, Boogie looked awesome. Okay.
No,
It was just
Boogie
fun to
looked
watch.
awesome. The team chemistry seemed good. I mean, the ball movement and the player movement, the motion was just unbelievable. Um, I'm joking when I say a national championship just win count season. But I do think this team's going to be really, really
Yeah.
good. I think it may, and you never know. It seems like it's got a nice mix of young talent,
Yeah.
NBA one and done talent, and a nice mix of veterans.
Yeah.
Um, so if it's encouraging, and I'm
Yeah.
really excited about seeing the season. I only watched the first half, and I loved what I saw. But I did, wake up the next morning, so we won by 16.
Yeah.
Um, I think Cal was, he's quick to throw that rat poison, the Nick Saban rat poison
That's right.
in there. But I'm encouraged to watch him play Baylor.
Yeah. Yeah. They play Baylor this Friday night. It's not on TV this time, but we'll be on the radio, and hopefully it'll be a good game for the Hogs. That's our goal, right? That they go down there and to Texas and have a good one. Well, Clint, man, it's good to be back together,
It is.
and it's good to be talking about a win.
No, and hopefully we're on here next week talking about another win. We'll definitely be talking about a bye week though.
That's right, and getting ready for stupid
Dude,
Longhorns.
dude, this is the most fun time of year, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
Because NBA's kicking up, so basketball's kind of kicking up.
yeah.
I still tell you, I think March Madness, the opening weekend of March Madness is the best weekend in sports.
Oh yeah, for sure.
By far. Just
Yeah,
like I don't
yeah.
it's better when Arkansas is in it.
You can correlate it. You can correlate it.
Yeah, you can just correlate that. But this time of year, this late October, early November time of year,
Yeah,
it's really because baseball's coming to an end. But you got your postseason baseball.
yeah.
I haven't watched as much this year. I know the World Series is going on. How's it going? I haven't paid any attention.
Let's not talk about it.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, you're a Yankees fan. Forgot. Anyway, my bad.
Freddie
Guys,
freaking Freeman.
that's how you troll somebody.
If he wasn't such a likable guy, that dude is killing it. I think he hit another home run to start off the game tonight. I got a text while we're on the podcast. One of my great friends that likes to rub it into me when the Yankees lose, which I have a lot of those kind of jerk friends out there, like maybe the one that just did it on the podcast.
Well, I'm gonna check the score real quick. I have no idea. I don't have any lows. It's 750 on 751 on Tuesday. And oh yeah, no, it's you don't see. It's just 2-0. Just 2-0.
Oh yeah.
Y'all can come back from this.
Yeah, with freaking Aaron Judge hitting 150. I mean, come on.
So
Aaron.
But you've got postseason baseball, you've got college football, you got NFL football, basketball's kicking up. I mean, dude, this is overload.
Browns won.
The Browns won.
Get a flash.
You know what? And what's funny is when it goes summer, we actually have to try to do a podcast. This is easy. We just
that's right. That's right. We can
we don't do
talk
anything
about for days.
We don't even practice.
That's right. Yeah.
We talk about practice.
You're talking about practice?
Not the podcast that I love. We talk
practice podcast. What? Well, folks, thank you so much for watching, listening. Please like and share if you're to the end of this podcast.
I just want one more. I just 100, and then I could just go on a happy man.
That's right. Look,
we need create an account just like I'm gonna create a new account just like I can cheat.
We need you, folks. So like, share, subscribe. Let us know what you think about our predictions, about our breakdown of the game, about our other stuff we talked about. Do you agree with Clint? Should Sam still be on the hot seat? Should they take him off of it? Turn on that cooling seat in the truck. You know what I mean? I got some of those cooling seats. It's nice. It's nice on a hot day.
On the booty.
That's right. Also, do you agree with Clint's old man take on Uncrustables?
Yeah,
I do. I agree with him.
100%.
Just give them a jar of peanut butter, a jar of jam, or jelly,
In the society,
some bread.
Went to crap as soon as they mixed it. You came pre-mixed.
That's right.
It's an abomination. It's an abomination, I tell you.
Abomination.
Abomination.
It's terrible.
The word for the day.
That's right. Well, if you get a chance this week, folks, hug a donkey. Hug a donkey.
I have.
It'll make you feel better. And that's it, folks, for the podcast. Have a great week. Peace.
Sweat, work, filthy, dirt, harvest, hurt, kingdom come. Sweat, work, filthy, dirt, harvest, hurt, kingdom come. Listen, that's why I sweat when I work. My hands get filthy down in this dirt. Won't see no harvest till I hurt. Crying your kingdom come. Listen, I wake up in the morning, I bow my head to pray. Mama told me if I don't, ain't nothing gonna change. These prayers breaking up hard ground so I can sow the seed. Ain't afraid of no aches and pain. Lord knows I gotta follow his lead. That's why I sweat when I work. My hands get filthy down in this dirt. Won't see no harvest till I hurt. Crying your kingdom come. Oh, I sweat when I work. My hands get filthy down in this dirt. Won't see no harvest till I hurt. Crying your kingdom come. Sun beating down so hard, I can barely breathe. Hard to sing a joyful song. The words got me on.